an idiot, an oddball, a reckless airhead adventure freak without a care in the world. If we were to summarize all these traits with one word, it would undeniably be Monkey D. Luffy. Our future king of the pirates fits this description perfectly. Though these traits may paint him as a whimsical character, there's more to Luffy than meets the eye. His journey is a testament to his unwavering spirit and boundless courage. While it's fun to watch his goofy side, nothing compares to when Luffy gets serious, when he transforms into the very definition of badass. Today, we're counting down the top 10 moments where Luffy showcased his true strength and determination in One Piece. So, prepare to set sail on an epic journey through the Grand Line, and without further ado, let's dive into these unforgettable Luffy moments.
Number 10, beating Bellamy to a pulp. Luffy one-shotting. Bellamy is a moment that's been living rent-free in all of our minds for years. In the Jaya arc, Luffy encounters Bellamy, a pirate who dismisses dreams as foolish relics of the past, a stark contrast to Luffy's unwavering belief in them. When Luffy shares his dream of becoming the Pirate King, Bellamy not only mocks him but knocks Luffy around. Our hero, determined not to get into a meaningless brawl, doesn't fight back and takes the beating. However, when Bellamy continues to terrorize others and steal Mont Blanc Cricket's gold, Luffy finally decides it's time to act. He decides to take matters into his own hands, and with a satisfying punch that knocks Bellamy out and teaches him a lesson of a lifetime.
Number 9, Luffy protects the Gorgon sisters' secret. Greatness is defined by more than just strength, and Luffy is a living example of this. True power is found within, as he demonstrates with unwavering integrity that kings are born, not made, and that greatness is forged in the soul, not granted by the world. Luffy is a kind-hearted person, so kind that despite the Gorgon sisters' multiple attempts to kill him, Luffy still chooses to help them. When Sandersonia's slave mark is accidentally revealed, Luffy leaps onto her back to cover it. This act of compassion and respect highlights Luffy's true greatness, demonstrating that his strength lies not only in his physical abilities, but also in his character and moral integrity.
Number 8, Luffy faces the three admirals at Marineford. It was epic to watch Luffy battle the three admirals during the Marineford War. Being against an admiral is practically a death sentence for a rookie pirate, but Luffy is too eager to save his brother to care who or how many he is against. Admirals are the highest authority in the Marines. This scene highlights Luffy's daring and selflessness, while also highlighting his moments of recklessness. It demonstrated his determination to face down obstacles, no matter how overwhelming they appeared, and his readiness to take on the world's most powerful organizations for his commitments.
Number 7, Luffy gives Nami his straw hat. Sometimes a single gesture can define an entire saga. Luffy's simple act of placing his hat on Nami's head is a powerful symbol of trust and protection.
Of course.
Each arc in One Piece sets a high standard, but with Arlong Park, One Piece reaches extraordinary heights. Focusing on Nami and her heartbreaking past, this arc introduces the ruthless pirate Arlong, who has tormented Nami and her people for years. Throughout much of the arc, Luffy appears detached, waiting for Nami to voice her true wishes. However, when Nami finally breaks down in tears and pleads for help, Luffy's response is a powerful vow to do everything in his power for her. This climactic moment led to Luffy placing his treasured hat on Nami's head, symbolizing his commitment. What followed was Luffy's epic rampage through Arlong Park, culminating in the destruction of Arlong's oppressive rule. This moment not only showcased Luffy's immense strength, but also his unwavering loyalty and the deep bonds within the Straw Hat crew. It's one of the most iconic and heartfelt moments in One Piece, and probably something that made you fall in love with One Piece.
Number 6, Luffy versus Doflamingo. Every hero needs a defining moment, and for Luffy, his battle against perhaps the most iconic villain of One Piece, Doflamingo, was just that. This clash of titans delivered one of the most unforgettable fights in One Piece history. Dofi was in a completely different league than our heroes, with his already overpowering abilities and an awakened devil fruit, to the extent that even with the combined efforts of Luffy and Law, it wasn't looking like they were going to win. For the most part, the fight was one-sided, and it wasn't until Luffy unleashed his devastating new gear, showcasing unprecedented power and speed, that it felt like Luffy would win. Their epic battle culminated in Luffy's victory, solidifying his status as the infamous Straw Hat Luffy.
Number 5, Luffy Awakening Gear 5. Talk about a cheap bargain. The people of Wano literally summoned a freaking god with one bowl of rice. It all started when a little girl sacrificed her only bowl of rice for a stranger. Who knew our reckless hero would transform into a literal god to repay his debt? Luffy's Gear 5. Awakening transcended anything fans had seen before. During his intense battle with Kaido, the stakes couldn't have been higher. Just when all hope seemed lost, Luffy tapped into a new power, awakening the true potential of his devil fruit. His transformation into Gear 5 wasn't just about a power boost, it was a symbolic rebirth of hope.
Number 4. Arrival at Sabaody post-time time skip, the War of Marineford left the series on a high note, but the same can't be said for Luffy, who lost his brother and was at his worst. After the war, it was clear that Luffy needed a power-up to reach his goal. And what a power-up we got. When we saw Luffy again at Sabaody after his 2-year training with Rayleigh, he wasn't just stronger, he had a whole new arsenal of weapons at his disposal. Luffy didn't hesitate to show off his newfound power, whether it was defeating PX5 in one hit or taking down the fake Straw Hat Pirates Luffy's. Return was a spectacular display of his growth and determination.
Number 3, challenging the world government. You don't mess with the Straw Hats. It's a lesson the world government learned the hard way. When Robin was captured by CP9 and sentenced to death at Annie's lobby, it seemed like the end of her story. Even Robin herself had lost hope, but our heroes had a different plan. Determined to rescue their friend, they didn't hesitate to declare war on the world government. This brings us to one of the most unforgettable Luffy moments. As tensions reached their peak, Luffy stood tall and commanded Sogeking to shoot down the flag of the world government. This act wasn't just a daring move, it was a bold declaration that the Straw Hats would go to any lengths to protect their friend. Luffy's fearless leadership and unwavering resolve in this moment show why he's destined to be the king of the pirates. It's a scene that sends chills down the spine of every One Piece fan, showcasing Luffy's incredible determination even against insurmountable odds.
Number 2, punching the Celestial Dragon. One Piece is filled with iconic moments, but few are as legendary as Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon. This moment perfectly captures Luffy's fearless and righteous spirit. The Celestial Dragons sit at the top of One Piece's hierarchy, and their authority is unquestionable. So when St. Charlos shot Hachi and mocked him as he lay bleeding, many were disgusted but too afraid to act, knowing any defiance would summon an admiral, a death sentence for the pirates at Sabaody. But that didn't stop Luffy. Without a second's hesitation, he stepped up and delivered a powerful punch to Charlos. It wasn't just a strike, it was a bold declaration against tyranny. Luffy's actions showed his unwavering commitment to justice and his readiness to stand up for what's right, no matter the cost.
Number 1, Luffy walks past the Emperors. If you were to ask any One Piece fan about their favorite moment in the series, you'd likely hear the same answer. Luffy walking past the Emperors without a care was nothing short of epic. After enduring more than 20 episodes of Luffy just running to reach the rooftop, the anticipation for this confrontation couldn't be higher. When it finally happened, Luffy didn't just make a grand entrance by knocking down the door. He delivered what is arguably the most badass moment of his journey. The episode was everything fans could have hoped for. From Luffy's bold stroll past the Emperors and Kinemon's heartfelt plea to the flashbacks that led to this moment, and of course Luffy's defiant announcement to the Emperors, every second was packed with intensity and emotion. This moment perfectly encapsulates Luffy's fearless spirit and unwavering resolve, making it the top Luffy moment on our list.
Thanks for joining us today for epic Luffy moments. We hope you enjoyed the journey. If you think there's a moment we missed, or if you have a favorite that should be on this list, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest adventures. Until next time, keep sailing and keep dreaming.